Hey, you gotta listen up because I don't have a voice, so I can't yell. Announcements. Good to see all you guys here. Announcements. Okay, skate camp is coming up. We got some more people signing up and stuff. Make sure you get signed up for skate camp. What else? Oh, skate trip. The skate trip is live. So if you want to come on the skate trip with us, you gotta go sign up for that. It's going to be a road trip around the whole Midwest. Getting Chicago, skate parks. It's going to be pretty sweet. So make sure you sign up for that. Other announcements. We're having a contest here on May 21st. Stuff should be coming out about that pretty soon, so watch for that. And what else? Dang.
She's watching anime.
He's watching Naruto. Oh God.
That's actually a sin.
Wait, just work.
That's one of the deadly sins.
Open Netflix.
Alright, other announcements. Okay. There's no more announcements, but there is trivia. Josh has trivia for us.
I like trivia.
What do we have? Oh, God.
Johnny, look.
Guys,
Nothing
you
there.
guys know how to stop
Turn your phone off.
Yes, it's a distraction. Yeah.
Okay, what pro skater has, how many are there? A bunch. What pro skater made video games with his name on it?
Tony Hawk. Who goes your hand? Tony Hawk.
I said it first.
Wait, I'll raise my hand.
You guys say it.
Okay, you win. You can collect your prize
That
after.
was the easiest question ever.
I Wait a minute.
Okay, don't get hung up on it. I'm going to be the Bible study today. And we are going to be reading through Matthew 13, verse 54 is where we're going to start. Matthew 13, verse 54, page 878 on this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
So 878, Matthew 13, and we're starting at verse 54.
Henry, you want to read for us? Thanks.
I was going to, well.
I'll leave, but what's the
It's 8.
878.
No, you can do that. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just so.
Yeah, I thought you were like.
Okay, we all there? Matthew 13, verse 54. 878 is this one. You all there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to pray for us quick and then I'll read this for you. And then it's pretty short, so I'm not going to go on forever. I don't want to keep you guys in here for too long. But if I could just get your undivided attention, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, Matthew 13, we're starting at 54. Okay. Coming to his hometown, he began teaching the people in their synagogue, and they were amazed. Sorry. Coming to his hometown, he began teaching the people in their synagogue, and they were amazed. Where did this man get this wisdom and these miraculous powers? They asked. Isn't this the carpenter's son? Isn't his mother's name Mary? And aren't his brothers James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas? Aren't all his sisters with us? Where then did this man get all these things? And they took offense at him. But Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his own town and in his own home. God, I just ask that you speak to us today in your word, and you help us to leave here not the same. Just lead me in this study and prepare the hearts of those who want to hear. We love you and we thank you for your word. And we just ask that we be moved and we can grow. And transformed us. In Jesus' name. Okay, so my trivia question today it was pretty easy, right? Who made a bunch of who made a bunch of skateboarding games? Tony Hawk, right? Really easy, really familiar. These guys pretty much had the same attitude towards Jesus. They're like, Jesus went into his hometown to share the good news with the people that he grew up with, the people that lived where he did. And they're like, isn't that Jesus? Isn't it, like, don't we know his family? Jesus from 3rd Street? Isn't he, we know him. We're familiar with him. What's the big deal? They knew that he was doing cool things, but they were really hung up on like, well, that's just Jesus. What's the big deal? While I was reading this, I really felt convicted by the thought of, I feel that way a lot of the time. When I hear about Jesus, sometimes when I'm doing these, when I come to Bible study on Wednesday, it's like, yeah, I know. We hear the story about Jesus. We know what he did. I wanted to do the trivia questions today of who died for our sins? Who rose again 3 days later? Who said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me? Jesus, right? It's like Tony Hawk. We all know it. It's simple. But sometimes we get jaded by that. Sometimes we're just too familiar and we don't care. There's weeks that I see you guys in here and you just want to be on your phone and you just want to be giggling to the guy next to you and you just really don't care what we have to say. I don't want to bash you guys. I feel that way too sometimes. There's days that I come here and it's like, yeah, I know. I know it all already. What's the big deal? Haven't I heard it enough? You guys, Jesus came to live the life that we couldn't. Jesus came to do for us what we couldn't do for ourselves. Jesus laid down his life. He was brutally tortured and murdered in our place. He paid the price that we should have paid so that we could have life. And sometimes, it feels like, whatever, But my challenge for you guys this week is, I don't want us to get hung up on how familiar we are with the story. I want us to be blown away by the fact that Jesus did this because he wants a relationship with me. Jesus did this because without this story, we don't have life. Without this, we don't get to live with God for forever. If we don't have this, if we aren't familiar with this, or if we don't have a relationship with Jesus, then we are destined for an eternity without him. We are destined for... I don't need to go there. But that's my challenge for you guys this week. I want us to have a relationship with Jesus. I don't want us to just be coming here and we know the story. Every Wednesday they talk about Jesus. Whatever. I'll just whatever. Not who cares. I want us to be continually seeking God's kingdom. I want us to keep growing closer to Jesus every day. Because without that, we don't have life. Nothing else matters. There's nothing else in your day that matters more than Jesus. And that's why he came, and that's why he died, and that's why he rose again, so that he can show us that he's the only one we can trust, and he's the only one we can depend on, and he's the only one that gives us life. So that's the word for today. I want us to all have a relationship with Jesus. Does anyone not have a relationship with Jesus today? Does anyone want to start a relationship with Jesus today? No pressure? It's all good. Well, if you want to, just get to eat pizza, if you just want to have this feel like that, you just aren't ready to make the move now, it's okay. But come talk to me. Come talk to Johnny. This is our whole life, and we want this to be your guys' life. Jesus is number one, and it's not about how familiar we are with the story. It's not about how much we show up to Bible study. It's not about how much we go to church. It's not about any of that. It's not about what we do. It's about what Jesus did for us and how our relationship with Him is now growing. So, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you for hearing me out. That's all I have.
Does anybody have any questions or thoughts?
Was there anything you want to speculate about?
Great question.
I didn't mean to get too heavy. If you guys go on my Instagram or like my Facebook today, like I posted something that this has been my biggest struggle. I have been really like.
You mean the kickflip back tail?
Yeah. I mean, I put the video and then I kind of wrote up a lot of what I've been learning lately. And you guys, I've really been struggling lately. Like I have been seeing doctors and they're like telling me I'm like really anxious and like I don't know. It's been a rough past few weeks, but I've found myself a lot thinking, yeah, I know Jesus died for me. Like I know that He's how I feel content, and I know that's how I feel satisfied. But what about how I feel? What about what I'm going through? What about my current circumstance? I find myself like really just like it's not good enough sometimes. And I put myself above it. I put myself above what Jesus did for me. And that's why I was really excited to share this with you guys today, just because it's been my story for a while now. Yeah. So no for the first time, no prayer requests this week.
I need prayers so I'm not sick anymore.
Yeah, Johnny's only getting worse. Well, like, 2 days ago his voice was like, I don't know, kind of fine, but now it's like
Shambles.
Does anyone pray for Johnny that he gets better and doesn't get me sick? Okay.
Any other prayer requests?
I think that's so fine. Oh, easy enough. Okay. Well, do you want to open
Sure.
saying like pray and then I'll close?
Yeah. Dear Lord, thanks for this awesome day, and thanks for all these guys being here. And Lord, thank you for Josh and just his heart and his passion to make your name great. And Lord, I pray that this message would stick with all of us. I know it's stuck with me throughout the week as we've looked at it as a staff, and it's just been really challenging to, I don't know, just do we have faith, and are we just familiar with you? I pray that we'd be challenged by this and that it would help us to grow and grow closer to you and grow in our faith. And I just praise and thank you for each one of these guys. Lord, bless their week, keep them safe, keep them healthy, and
Let's pray for Johnny, and he will feel better and won't get anyone else sick.
Yeah, God, I thank you for your word, and I thank you for everyone who's here this week. I pray that you help everyone here to grow closer and closer to you every day. The people in Jesus' hometown, the people in this story, they didn't see much of your works because they didn't they didn't have faith. Because of their unbelief, they couldn't experience your love and how great you are. And God, I just ask that you help us to grow closer to you and have a relationship with you that continues to get stronger and stronger, so you can see how you're moving in our lives, how you're moving in our communities, and how you're changing the world. God, please, I just ask that you really poke at all our hearts this week and really help us to be transformed by you every single day. Thank you for all that you've done and all that you continue to do. Thank you for this pizza. I pray you bless it and the time that we're spending together. The rest of this. In Jesus' name.